We have a program of visiting inmates and even supporting officers who take care of the inmates and preventing. We organize anti-crime talks to prevent students from entering the prisons, giving them the awareness, some advocacy, encouragement to do the right thing so that they don't end up in prison. So we have moved from school to school and we are still moving, and OLAMS happened to be the next. That's why we are here. The headmaster was interested in the topic and invited us today to meet his students. Fortunately, we have permission from the GES, so we brought in professionals. The association is made up of professionals, of ministers of the gospel, and even lawyers and etc., other professionals. And then when we visit schools, for instance, we bring in prison officers, we bring in police, we bring in reverend ministers, people who talk against drugs. We talked about illicit drug trafficking, getting involved in drugs, sexual abuse. We talked about the fact that if you do all those things, getting involved in commotions on compound, like trying to attack the headmaster, attacking teachers, even attacking yourselves using sharp objects. You think it's child play, but it isn't. It will send you to prison. Even when you assault somebody, you insult somebody, it will send you to jail. And we talked, the prisoners also talked about the senior correctional center where these juveniles are taken to. It is not a joke, it is reality. If you misbehave, you will go to prison. And that is why we come around to talk to them, especially those coming out of school, thinking they have completed, so they are above the law. No, that is why we are here. We are moving from school to school. We've been to other schools and we're going to be to go to more schools. Our advice to the young ones, those here in OLAM had it, is that they should avoid drugs, sexual immorality. They should avoid stealing. And then the don'ts, things that you do, you think is nothing, that will send you to prison. Don't go where armed robbers and drug addicts are, because when there is a swoop, you'll be taken in as one of the culprits. So that is the advice we give to the children. They should be at home, learn from their mentors, and do the right thing. Whatever their teachers teach them there, if they have issues, they should go to their school counselors to advise them. If it is in their house, their parents, or in church, their pastors or reverend ministers. We are moving to another school. We've been invited by some schools. So over there too, we're going to talk about the fact that drugs are not good. They should try, even when prescriptions which are not given to you by a health person, you can't take it. That is also drug abuse. So that is what we'll say. Everything about drugs, look for the right people to advise you to use that.
As a community school, from day to day, we make efforts to get our children informed on happenings out there, especially things that they have to stay away from. And so this program is part of our collective efforts, parents and school management, to get our learners well educated, not just in the classroom on academic matters, but on social issues involving drug use, crime out there, social vices and all of that. Anything that will lead them into trouble are part of our mandate here as school management and parents, so that we get our learners well educated, so that they stay away from these troubles as they move out there daily and even after school. Because our community here is largely day student, complete day student, and so we want to get them informed as they move in and out. They should stay away from trouble, stay away from all dangers and stay away from things that will lead them into trouble. And so that's the reason why today we invited the team from the chaplaincy of prison service to come here and talk to us so that we get ourselves educated, get ourselves informed on the happenings out there and how to stay safe as learners and even as adults here. And so it's been very educative having them around here, seeing them in their uniform and all of that. It was beautiful. The speeches given were very educative. The songs that accompanied the lectures were very entertaining. And so the students never had any dull moments. It was very educative and very impressive to see them act the way they did. And we will not have a problem inviting them over again when our learners get to Form 3 and Form 2 respectively, so that together we can build a much stronger youth society for our country going forward. Looking at the caliber of students we have and the environment that populates our school community, we know what they are going through. And so us at now, we have 2 professional counselors that have been detached, and their main duty is to get focused on these learners to ensure that they get the psychological support on things that they are going through. So from everyday activities in the school, we get reports from all that our learners are going through, and where we have to offer psychological support in the school, we do. Where we needed to seek support from the municipal office, we do. If we have to go a step further to the regional office, we do that. And where we have to bring in people like we did today, we've been doing that. And so, so far, we are grateful to God that we've not had any major challenge with our learners regarding their psychological issues, because we've provided the needed support for them. And so we are just grateful to God, and we'll call on other societies and groups out there that can offer these young learners that psychological and moral support to write to us, seek the right permission, go through the right channels, and come to us and engage the learners so that tomorrow's future can be secured.
Before you do such exercises, you need to at least gather intelligence. And then mostly it becomes difficult. You see, they plant their men around. So before you try to hit, the alarm is blown and they are gone. On few occasions that we have them, well, we've prosecuted them. So we are on it.